Hey everybody, welcome to another recap of The Apprentice. Last week, Poppy was fired. So this week, Clint gets to meet with Barry Sternlicht, and he gets a $5,000 gift card for Pier 1. His wife is going to be thrilled because apparently they had to sell everything. What are they sitting on? Boxes at home? I don't know. Alright, so this week the clients are AT&T Mobile Television and Flow TV, and the teams need to create a 30-second commercial, and they're going to be judged on creativity, branding, make sure the message is clear and concise, you know, all the good things. So the PMs are Steuart and Stephanie. It must be the STE week. Alright, so Stephanie, right off the bat, wanted her own idea, which was people in a stadium and people in an office. She just wanted Liza to do all of the crap work, and she wanted to do all of the important decision-making work. She just basically said, I'm the boss and Liza's the hoss. So even the photographer was sick of her. I don't know. Stephanie is such an abrasive person. I don't know how she gets away with half the stuff that she does and survives, because she is just so annoying. Alright, Steuart, on the other hand, he went with Clint's idea because he didn't have a better one of his own. And Clint's idea was that there was this guy, him, that was out of the loop, and he finally wised up and got Flow TV on AT&T Mobile TV, and now everything is great. So Clint ended up doing everything. He came up with the concept, he directed the commercial, he starred in it, he did everything. Except the presentation. Alright, so Stephanie, she's yapping about how Liza just didn't do anything, and she's gonna throw Liza under the bus because she told her to do all this stuff and she didn't do it. She didn't really tell her to do anything except the grunt work. Alright, so it's time to see the commercials. Stephanie and Liza go first. Their final commercial was in the office. The whole concept was it sucked before they watched TV in the office because they were missing out on everything. Yeah. Her presentation was good, but the commercial pretty much sucked. Then it was time for the other team's commercial, Clint and Brandy. Clint's whole I'm out of the loop thing without TV, they really liked that. They liked the branding. But Brandy totally crapped up the presentation yet again. What is wrong with her? She can't read, she can't memorize. Her presentation was not good. I mean, it never reached the level again of the fashion show. So in the boardroom, Trump immediately, he wastes no time. He goes right for the throat on Brandy's presentation and was like, that was crap. I mean, if I had seen you just do the fashion show one, I would have hired you on the spot. But now you're like crapping up 2 in a row. So was it just a fluke or what? So then he heads over to the other team and says, I didn't like the whole TV at work theme, Stephanie. Who came up with that idea? So, I mean, she had to say that she came up with that idea. She had some crappy double talk and kind of turned it around on Liza when she was just basically like lying. I don't know. So, despite the other team's commercial being extremely cheesy with Clint, because he's not an actor, let's face it, they win. And Brandy's bad presentation, they still ended up winning. So Steuart, as project manager, gets to meet with Kathy Black of First Magazine next time. Now, Stephanie and Liza are in the boardroom, and they're not exactly pals. So Stephanie says, Liza is difficult. It's tough to work with her, and I pretty much put my feelings aside and tried to be professional and all that. And she didn't do what she was told to do. I told her to get a location, I told her to get props. She didn't do anything. And of course, Trump is pissed because he's like, you had a lot of money and you didn't get any props? What's going on? And then Liza, on the other hand, says that Stephanie didn't shoot the concept that they discussed in the war room. So how was I supposed to get the props? Because she changed it. Alright, so then Don Jr. is all like, Liza, you never won as project manager, none of your ideas were ever implemented into the final thing, and blah blah blah, over the course of the whole thing. Let's focus on this task, Don Jr., and besides, she really didn't get anything interesting to do in this task except the grunt work. Everything was Stephanie. Even though Trump was not happy with Liza on any level, he had no choice. He had to go with Stephanie. She had the sucky concept. She directed it. She didn't mention the brand enough. And she was the project manager, so he had no choice but to fire her, which he did. And she remained a bitch in the taxi ride. She was like, what was I supposed to do? Get crayons and draw a picture for Liza, eh? Alright, now they had the update, and I was very shocked that now she represents the Trump brand. I guess as long as she does what she's told, she can be okay, but don't let her come up with anything on her own, because it's just not good. Next week, it's going to be interesting. It is back to the men versus the women, 2-on-2. And they're down at QVC. Clint's got his big fat paws in a purse. This should be interesting, and 2 people are going to be fired. So after next week, it's the finale. Can you believe it? Till then, much love.